So we studied in the previous class the significant figure. Significant figure means it is the figure, it is the digit which does not change even after the conversion. Even after the conversion of the units, the digit never changes. The non-zero digit never changes even after the conversion. For example, there is an object. Somebody measured and wrote the value as 2 meter. Another person measured it. He wrote the value as 200 centimeter, like that. So different people are getting different values because they are using different units, meter, millimeter, like that. You see that whatever unit they use, the digit 2 does not disappear, but number of zeros keep on changing. Here there was no zero, here 2 zeros are there, like that. So zeros are not significant, but the non-zero digit like 2 will be significant. Significant means only this much, the digit which never changes even after the conversion. So every non-zero digits are significant figure. We studied till this. Is that okay? Now listen. Some zeros are significant. Please listen. Most of the zeros are not significant, but some zeros will be significant. Some zeros. What are the significant zeros? So some zeros are significant. If zeros appear between non-zero digit, for example, somebody has measured the length of an object as 102 meter. Somebody, let me explain another example. Somebody has measured the length of an object as something, whatever may be, 102 meter. Another person came, he measured the same object as 10200 centimeter. Actually they are same. Another person came, he measured the value as 10200 millimeter. Another person came, he got the value as 0.102 kilometer, like that. Understood? Actually all these values represent same thing, but you see that in this case the 0 between 1 and 2 is remains fixed, never changes, never disappear. 102 is present here, 102 present here, 102 present here, 102 present here. Whichever way you do the conversion, this 0, the middle 0 is appeared to be significant. The middle 0, the 0 between two natural number, two integer, understood, two non-zero digit. 0 between two non-zero digit is significant because the middle 0 does not disappear, but the other zeros, the 0 0 0 0 0, the other zeros keep on changing, but the middle 0 is significant. Is it correct? All of it clear? Then another type of 0 will be significant. Suppose there was an object. There are a lot of measuring instruments like vernier caliper, screw gauge, etc. Actually they are not there in our syllabus, it is deleted. But remember, in order to measure accurate measurement, there are certain measuring instruments like screw gauge, vernier, like that. If you use the measuring device, you will get the accurate value of the length. Suppose somebody has measured an object, the length of an object as, say, length of an object as 5.30000. Using some measuring instrument, somebody has measured the length of an object. Using that measuring instrument, he got this value 5.300. This 00 is has a meaning actually. The 00 actually meaning, it has a meaning because it is we go beyond the we go beyond 3. Understood? We go with this 00 actually represents accuracy. we go beyond 3, but unfortunately I got 0. So this 0 0 5.300 actually same as 5.3, but 0 0 indicate that we have done the accurate value, we have tried for that. Understood? We have tried for the digit beyond 3 using the measuring instrument. We have tried for the digits beyond 3, but unfortunately the digit I got is 0. So this 0 0 actually represents the accuracy. I mean, we have gone beyond 3. So this 0 0 is considered as the significant. 0 0 means that we have gone beyond 3. We tried a lot, but we got the value as 0. That is the meaning. So now I need to spend more time on this. Remember that the 0 0, the trailing 0, this type of 0 is said to be trailing 0. Accuracy, okay, for accuracy we have gone beyond 3, but we got 0 0. Okay, so these 0 zeros, these zeros are said to be trailing zeros. Trailing zeros. Trailing zeros means zeros at the end, but it is after point, after decimal. Zeros at the end, but it is after decimal. Understood? Zeros at the end, but it is after decimal point. They are said to be trailing zeros. The trailing zeros considered as the significant figure because it represents accuracy. It represents what? Accuracy. Trailing zeros are significant digits. Significant digits. Significant digits. All other zeros are not significant. All other type of zeros, all other zeros are not significant. I will give you example, then you can understand that. Okay, so among zeros, these type of zeros are significant. All other types of zeros are not considered as significant because they will disappear. The other zeros will disappear. So all non-zero digits are significant. 2, 5, 7 like that. They are all significant. Among zeros, zeros between two non-zeros, I mean middle zeros. Middle zeros are always significant. And this type of zeros. Zeros at the end, but it is after decimal. Zeros at the end, but after decimal. They are said to be trailing zeros. They are also significant because they represent accuracy. Let me take some simple example. After that, I will explain the textbook examples. Question is find the number of significant figures. Find the number of significant figures or significant digits. Example 1. 5, 4, 3, 0, 0. Anybody? How many significant figures are there? Is it 5? Is it 5? I will explain. All of you please listen. Let us count each digits one by one. Let us count each digits one by one. Okay, that is the right way. Listen. 5. It is significant. All non-zero digits are significant. So 5, 4, 3. All are significant digits. Among 0, only 2 types of zeros are significant. Among zeros. Is it the middle 0? Is this 0, 0? Is it the middle 0? No. They are not between two non-zeros. These are not middle 0. Is it trailing 0? No. This is not trailing 0. Trailing 0 means the zeros at the end, but only after decimal. This is not trailing 0. Trailing 0 means zeros at the end, but only after decimal point. Where is decimal point? No decimal point. This is not trailing 0. Non-significant, non-significant. Two types of zeros are significant. One is middle 0. These zeros are not middle zeros. And these are not trailing zeros. No decimal point before this. So how many three significant figures are there in this number? 3. Next question. Let me write some simple example. After that I will discuss the textbook questions. 2015.200. How many significant figures? How many significant figures in this digit? I will discuss. Listen. Let us count each and every one. 2. Yes, let us give a tick mark. 2 is significant because it is non-zero number. This 0 is significant because middle 0. Middle 0 means it is a 0 which lies between two non-zeros. Understood? In the left and right you can see two non-zeros. So this 0 is significant. Middle zeros are significant. Non-zero digits you can give the tick mark. For all non-zero digits you can give tick mark. They are significant. At the end, these 0 are the trailing zeros. Why? These 0 are the trailing zeros because these zeros appear at the end. These zeros appear at the end and it come after point. So this 0 represents accuracy. We have gone beyond 2. Okay. So these trailing zeros are significant. This point is not a digit, so we don't count point as a significant. Point is just a not a digit, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 significant figures are there. Okay. Explain one important point. If there is any 10 raised to appear, you need not count it. Okay. For example, 52.5 into 10 raised to 11. Suppose you have to find out the significant figure. Remember, I will tell you a simple technique. If there is 10 raised to something, you need not consider it. 10 raised to, if there is any 10 raised to appear, you need not consider. Please note it. You need to consider the number other than 10 raised to. 5 significant. 2 significant. This 5 is also significant. If there is into 10 raised to, you need not look at that. Not consider. Okay. So 3 significant figures. Please note it. Third example. 10 raised to you need not consider. Whatever may be the power of 10. Okay, clear. So 3 significant figure. Look at this question. State the number of significant figures in the following. A. The first one is 0.007. You check each and every one. 0. Is it middle 0? You think about that. You ask yourself. Is it the middle 0? No. This is not between two non-zeros. This is not middle 0. Is it trailing 0? No. It is not trailing 0. It is not significant. Point we not consider. We will not look at point. Okay. The next 0. It is not significant. Is it the middle 0? No. In the left side of 0, it is 0. We don't look at point. In the left side of this 0, it is 0. 0 is not middle 0. Okay. 0 is not between two non-integer, two non-zero digit. It is not trailing 0. Trailing 0 means it is the 0 should appear at the end. That 0 should come at the end. It is not at the end. So 0 is not the middle 0 and it is not a trailing 0. Same thing happens for this 0 also. This is not the middle 0 and not the trailing 0. Every non-zero digits is significant. can give tick mark for 7. So how many significant figures? 3 significant figures. Oh, sorry. Only one tick mark is there, right? So only one significant figure. These are simple question. B. The number is written. Let me write once again. 2.64 into 10 raised to 24. 3. Are you sure? Direction. How many significant figure? 3. Yes. We will not look at 10 raised to. I told you 10 raised to is not considered. 2, 6, 4 are significant, non-zero digits. 3. C. 0.2370. I will explain. Listen. The first 0 is not significant. Why? Is it the middle 0? No. Is it the trailing 0? No. So not significant. 2, yes, non-zero. 3, yes, 7, yes. The last 0 is the trailing 0. It represents the accuracy. We have gone beyond the level 7, gone beyond 7 for the accuracy. So that 0 has a meaning, understood. So the trailing 0, the zeros at the end, it come after the decimal point. Trailing 0 is significant. So 4 significant figures. All of it clear? Understood? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then you please try D, E, F. Try all these questions right now. Send me the answer through WhatsApp. Send me the answer of D, E, F through WhatsApp. The steps are not required. Okay. And there are certain rules. When you do the multiplication or division, there are certain rules we have to use. In questions, they will say, find the density or volume up to correct significant figure. They will add that condition. So if you don't understand the significant figure, you will not be able to answer it. There are certain questions you have to answer, find the volume, find the area, find density, like that. But they will add one condition, that write your answer up to correct significant figures. So you have to understand the rules, like okay. So let me discuss one question. I will explain that rule with the help of an example. Okay, I will explain that rule with the help of an example. Look at this question. Not tough, but if you read the question, you can understand that. You please read this. I will come back. Okay, listen. The last part I will discuss later. Up to correct significant figure. This part I will discuss at the end. Before that, can we find out area and volume? Is that okay? Can we find out area and volume? Yes. You studied, the lot of calculations are there, but let me discuss it. Okay, I cannot avoid this question. It is taken from textbook. So there is a lot of multiplication is there. The question is about. So the question says that the length, breadth and thickness of a rectangular sheet. Rectangular sheet look like this. If you don't understand the question, you may draw a rough picture. It has a thickness, understood? It will look like a box. It has a thickness like this. Height is too small. Think about a box having a very small height. This is the metal sheet, understood? The length is what? Let me write it. The length is 4.234. Breadth is 1.005. There is a lot of multiplication is there. I mean, there are 4 digits. but I have to discuss this. Height is thickness 2.01 centimeter. The unit is not correct because length is meter, breadth is meter, but the height is given in centimeter. I want the same unit. Clear? I want the same unit. So what we can do? Now first I want area. Area means the what is this area? Area, 1 minute. Is it total surface area? Just wait. This area, because there is a surface, upper surface, a side surface. Understood? This surface, and in the other side there are side surface, the bottom surface. Everything is there. You studied in even in 8th and 9th standards. Even in 9th and 8th and 9th standard, you studied the total surface area of a box. Total surface area of a box. If you don't remember, you please memorize this. Okay, 2 into LB plus BH plus LH. If you don't remember this formula, you have to memorize this. You studied it in the surface area of a cuboid. You studied this. If you don't remember, you please memorize right now. The total surface area of a box equal to 2 into LB plus BH plus LH. I don't want to show the multiplication step, that you can do later. L is 4.234 into B. B is what? Base. Breadth 1.005. I told you initially there is a lot of multiplications involved, but in actual exam, if the question is asked, they will give us much smaller number. BH will be 1.005 into 0.0201 plus LH. L is 4.234 into H 0.0201. For the time being, I don't want to explain the multiplications. You can do later. So okay, let me avoid the multiplication steps, because if I explain how to multiply this one and this one, it will take a lot of time. So let me avoid the calculation steps. You will get the value as I don't remember the actual value, but I will give some idea. If you do the multiplication, you will get the value like 8.7215, something like that. Okay, let me write some number. After the class, you can do the actual multiplication. Okay, let me write some value. After 2, I have a doubt. Understand the method. Okay, anyway, I got this value. Now, do we need this much accuracy? Do we actually need this much accuracy? No. We will round off. Okay, we will round off the value. But what is the condition they have written? Correct significant figures. So we don't want this much of digits. We have to reduce it. So there is a rule when you do the multiplication or division. Remember, there is a important rule. When we do the multiplication or division, not addition. If we are doing the multiplication is there, right? When we do the multiplication or division, the final answer, the number of significant figures of the final answer, should be the minimum value of the number of significant figures of the given quantities. L has how many significant figure? LBH. I will write the note, don't worry. LBH. Please tell me the number of significant figure of each quantities. Number of significant digits. L has how many significant figure? L is 4.234. For these all the digits are significant. L has 4 significant digits. B has how many significant digits? 1 is significant. The 0 are the middle zeros. Understood? The 0 are the middle zeros between 1 and 5. So 1 is significant. 0 are also significant. The 0 are between two non-zero digits. They are middle zeros. So 1 is significant, 0, 0 is significant, 5 is significant. 4 significant figures. And H has how many significant figure? The first 0 is not significant because it is not middle 0. Also it is not trailing 0. And this 0 is also not significant. It is not middle 0. It is not trailing 0. 2 is significant. This 0 is the middle 0. It is significant. This 2 is significant. This middle 0 is significant. This 1 is significant. H has 3 significant figure. There is a rule that when we do the multiplication or division, the final answer, the significant figure of the final answer should be the minimum value of the significant figures of each quantities. There are 3 quantities LBH. No other quantity I have used. Only 3 quantities I have used for finding the area. So there are 3 quantities. Among the 3 quantities, which has the minimum significant figure? This one. So the final answer should have the minimum number of significant figures of the given data. So only 3 significant figures to be used. 7, 2. So we need the approximation up to this much. The other digits are discarded, not considered. So the final answer, we take only 3 significant figure. So I hope you have understood the rule. The rule is this: when you do the multiplication or division, the significant figures of the final answer must be the minimum number of significant figures among the given datas. L, B, H are the given datas. Among these 3 is the minimum significant figure. So the final answer must have the 3 significant figures. So we do the approximation accordingly. So 1585 is discarded. Only 8.72 is considered because I want only 3 significant figure. So we do the approximation accordingly. Understood, Aryan? Final answer will be a surface area is 8.72 meters square. I found area. Next I want to find out volume. The next is area I found. The next is volume. The volume of a box you studied in the lower classes. Volume of a box, or cuboid or box. If you don't remember, at least memorize right now. Never forget it. The fundamental mathematics like volume, area is very important for physics. Most of the chapter we require this area and volume. Volume of a box is LBH. So volume L I have found, L is given 4.234. Base is breadth is 1.005. Height is converted to meter. Height is 0.0201. 0201. You need to multiply. I don't want to explain the multiplication step. Let me skip the multiplication step. If you do the multiplication, you will get the value as 0.0855289117. Okay, but do we need this much of accuracy? No, we don't need this much of accuracy. So rounding off can be done. Rounding off should be done. So we have to use the rule for rounding off. We have to use the rule of correct significant figures. We have to do the approximation according to this rule, corrected significant figures. So I told you that LBH, the 3 is the minimum significant figures among the given datas. Among the given datas, 3 is the minimum significant figure. So I want only this 3 significant figure in the final answer. Delete it. Reduce. I am reducing the digits. Sorry, I am going to reduce the digits. Up to what level shall I do the approximation? If I keep on deleting from the right side, can I stop here? 0.0855. How many significant figure right now? If it is 3, no more deletion. Now how many significant figure? The final answer must have the 3 significant figures. Let me count the number of significant figure. 0 is not significant. This 0, no, not significant. 8, 5, 5. Right now there are 3 significant figure, so no more deletion. So approximately the volume will be 0.0855 meter cube is the unit. 3 significant figures. 3 significant figures. So you have to do the approximation accordingly. Understood? All of this question, but you must know the basics like area, volume, density. Okay, look at this problem. 5.74 gram of a substance occupies 1.2 centimeter cube. Express its density by keeping the significant figures in view. The unit conversion, they did not mention anything about the unit conversion. So kilogram meter cube, that is not necessary. The answer, unit conversion is not necessary here. So what is density? We studied in the previous class. Density is equal to mass by volume. I explained this formula in the previous class. Density of an object equal to mass by volume, meaning that a unit volume has how much mass? A unit volume of the body has how much mass? That is said to be density. Now what is mass here? This is actually a solved example. Mass is, you have to write the unit after the number. Mass is 5.74 gram. Volume is what? Volume is given 1.2 centimeter cube. You can do the division. When you do the division, if there is decimal point, the division will be very, very difficult for you. I think you better remove the decimal by multiplying with the 10 or 100. 10 or 100, you can decide. Try to remove the decimal, then you will not have any confusion about the division. The numerical steps I will not discuss. Do the division after removing the decimal, that's all. 5.74 into 100 will be 574. 1.2 into 100 will be 120. If you don't understand that, you can tell me. 574 by 120, no, we have no confusion. But if the point is there, we have confusion, right? So let me do the division. 574 by 120. 1 minute. 574 divided by 120. You will get 4.78333 goes on. Okay. Gram per centimeter cube. You have to write the unit after that. Gram, yes. Centimeter cube, yes. We have to reduce. Do we need this much approximation? No. We will round off. Okay. We need the value after getting, after writing the approximate value. We don't need this much of approximation. So keeping the correct significant figures. So when you do the multiplication or division, the final answer must have how many significant figure? The minimum value of the significant figure of the given data. The mass is what? Mass is 5.74 and volume is what? These are the two given data, 1.2. Let us write the significant figures. Number of significant figure. Let me 5.74 has 3 significant figures. 1.2 has only 2 significant figures. So the final answer will have 2 significant figure. Okay, so the minimum 3 and 2. What is the minimum significant figure? 2. So the final answer must have only 2 significant figure. Only this much. But the approximation should be done. Okay. When you round it off, Keep in your mind that the approximation should be done. So 4.7, okay, no problem, two significant figure. But when you do the approximation, you studied in the lower classes. The digit after this is more than 5. The digit after this is more than 5. So should we do the approximation? Definitely we must do the approximation along with the, when you write the, when you make the exact number of significant figure, you have to do the approximation also. So only two significant figure I have to select, but after 7 the digit is 8. So if the digit is more than 5, you studied in the lower classes, if the digit is more than 5, the 7 should be approximated as 8. 4.78, can I approximate 4.78 as 4.8? You think like that. Can I approximate 4.78 as 4.8? Yes. Why? What is the reason? Because the digit after 7 is more than 5. If the digit after a digit is more than 5, you have to add 1 with this digit. So 4.78 approximated as 4.8. Two significant figure, and also keep in your mind that the approximation should be correct. Okay, rounding off must be correct. Let me begin the chapter. The chapter name is Motion in a Plane. Motion in a plane. So motion in a plane, I am going to start. Aryan, please remove your raised hand. Aryan, please remove your raised hand. One minute. 1 minute.